Hi everyone, Stepan here. I'm playing a training game because the sound on my microphone seems to be working poorly. I had a lot of trouble setting things up, so I'm just checking if everything is okay. As you can see, I spent a minute of my game trying to adjust things, so if you could please comment below if the sound works fine, I would be very grateful. Don't mind the outside noises, please. I had to be outside because there are many dogs and many people in the house. Just one last check. Okay. I don't know what I did, to be honest. I have a Blue Yeti microphone and something's wrong. I had to reinstall the drivers many times and nothing seems to be working, so please let me know if it sounds fine. Okay, let's concentrate on the game. Okay, I only played the game because I wanted to record the video now and see if everything works fine. He did play c4, so I will have knight d7, knight c5 later on if he goes for e4. What am I playing? Okay, he's playing an English/Reti, but he did not play b3 yet, so he may go queen b3. Okay, we'll see what happens. On knight c3, bishop e7, rook e1, bishop h7, e4, castles, seems okay. Okay, I think knight c3 is more active, but he wishes to go for a double fianchetto. So here a4 is correct. I could also go knight bd7 because he hasn't started preparing e4 just yet. So knight bd7, knight h4, bishop h7, e4, d4, he has d4. So maybe bishop h7 first. I also could have gone for a5 or knight bd7, but I don't want to run into a tempo. I don't understand rook c1. I don't think he wants to take on d5. Okay, I'm gonna go a5. I'm expecting a3. Okay, now I have to go knight bd7. And now I could go for a plan of queen b8, rook c8. I like that plan. Playing on the queen side, playing for b5. Again, I hope the sound is okay. I did many things to the volume on my mic and I don't know if it sounds okay. All the tests I've been doing seem fine. He wants to go queen a1. I get that. That's a usual plan. So what if I do go queen b8 and b5? Queen b8, queen a1, b5. Yeah, I need to get my f8 rook away from here so that I can play bishop f8 to fight against this battery of queen and bishop. I just got hit by a large grasshopper. Okay, rook c8. If he plays bishop e5, I'm going to take it, or go bishop d6. The last time I played this, I ended up playing knight e8 to defend g7, and if he goes e4 now, I think I have knight c5, and that should work fine. And then on knight e5, bishop d6. Okay, knight e5 straight away before e4. What does that do? Double pressure on c6, I can see that. So if b5, c, b5, c, b5, knight c6 seems good for white. And if bishop d6, then knight d7, bishop g7. So I think bishop f8 seems okay, and then I can start preparing b5. Yeah, okay, I'm going bishop f8 because he's threatening knight d7. Now I could also consider a plan with queen a7 and knight g4. So let's have a look at that. Queen a7. Okay, now he wants to take on d5, and I'll have to take with the e-pawn. The question is, can I get away with queen a7, bishop d4, c5, and d4? Now that he's undefended, the f2 square, I like queen a7. Queen a7 with the idea of knight g4. If he plays h3, then I have bishop c5. I'm gonna go for queen a7. If he takes on d5, I'm hanging on d5. So queen a7, c d5, e d5, bishop d5, knight d5, knight d7. Unless I throw in queen a7, c d5, knight e5, bishop e5, e d5, and then I'm not hanging my knight. Okay, so queen a7, c d5, knight e5, bishop e5, e d5. Then he takes on f6. Or queen a7, he can just reverse the move. So maybe I have to take on c4. Or I have to defend my knight. Maybe even knight b6, but that seems scary. I don't know what to do. I think I'm in trouble. This pin is very annoying. I may have to take on c4. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna take on c4. Because I'm hanging my rook in most lines that I'm looking at. I think he takes with the knight. With the d knight. Yep. And now queen a7. I'm gonna have to play c5 at some point. Okay, I'm gonna go queen a7 because yeah, the opening did not go well. I need to double my rooks on the c-file as soon as possible. And I also have knight c5 ideas now. Now that everything's defended. Although maybe I could have gone knight c5 on the previous move. I don't think he has any sacrifices on c6. Okay. Why would he want to trade? What does he do on knight c5? He takes. No, he cannot take. So if he plays queen a2, what's my knight doing on c5? Nothing. Okay, so knight c5, queen a2, queen b6, rook c3. Can I then go a4? I think I can. Knight c5, rook c3, a4, b4. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna go knight c5, unless he plays bishop d4. Then I take on b3, bishop a7. That seems to work. Knight c5, bishop d4, knight b3. Knight c5, queen a2, a4, bishop d4, then a b3. Okay, I'm gonna go knight c5. I don't want to trade pieces. I never have b6, but I think my knight is okay. I like the idea of going a4 and trying to disrupt his queenside structure. I only have 5 minutes on the clock. That's not good. If he goes rook c3, at least he's blocking in his bishop, so that's a good thing. So I'm expecting queen a2. So queen a2, a4. I think we're okay here. I think knight c5 was a good idea. And I couldn't have gone knight c5 on the previous move because the square wasn't defended. I don't know what I was talking about. There are so many ants and mosquitoes and grasshoppers and weird animals here. Okay, so let's look at the most obvious. Bishop d4. Knight b3 should be straight up winning for me. Because if he moves the queen, I... What? Okay. I did not expect this. Well, okay. Can I not take on f2? And okay, so he needs 4 moves to mate me, 3 moves to mate me. He needs bishop g7, bishop h8, and queen g7. So I take on f2, he moves the king. I mean, I always have f6. I don't think I'm getting mated. Yeah, I'm gonna take on f2. Okay. So if I do go f6... Wait, can I mate him? Can I just go bishop g1? I think I can. Bishop g1, what does he do? He should have gone king h1. Bishop g1, he needs to defend mate. He can go king e1, then queen f2, king d2, queen g2, and... Wait, bishop g1, king e1. Do I have anything better than queen f2? Okay, I'm just gonna go bishop g1 because I don't see what he does against this. If he goes d4, he's blocking in his own bishop, and then I go bishop e3, and he has no threat. If king e1, then queen f2, king d2. Yeah, then I just start picking stuff up. Then I also have queen h2, queen g3 to defend the mate. Okay. I don't think he should have given up the exchange. I think queen a2 was better, although a4 was coming. So this game turned around quickly. Oh, now there's a spider on me. I also have a bishop on h7 that's ready to come in on d3. Okay, so bishop c5, bishop g7, bishop g1, and he again has to deal with the threat of checkmate. Bishop c1, bishop g7, bishop g1. He has to play king e1. Then queen f2, king d2, I can also just go f6. Yeah, I'm taking this rook. He doesn't have anything. So do I go bishop g1? Oh wait, he has knight f6. I did not see knight f6. Ooh, okay. I did not see knight f6 check. Okay. Okay, so if I go bishop e7, I'm preventing knight f6. Then he plays bishop h6. I go f6. Knight f6, bishop f6, queen f6, b5 defending mate. Seems okay. Okay, so bishop e7. If bishop h8, then still f6. Okay, I think I'm defending everything. I'm gonna open up my queen to defend the 7th rank when everything clears out. And if on f6 he doesn't take, then I'm safe. I didn't see knight f6 mate. Okay, f6, knight f6, bishop f6, queen f6. Okay, I have to play f6, I'm not gonna think about it. The only thing I have to worry about is queen g5 check. But then I have... Oh, maybe he has a repetition. If I go king h8, then queen f6, king g8, queen g5. Oh no, I'm an idiot. On queen f6 I have rook f8. Knight f6, bishop f6, queen f6, rook f8. Okay, yeah, sorry. I have rook f8, the king is still on f1. Yeah, I think this is it. Because I have a rook f8, he cannot take on f6. Okay. Okay. Let me see if the sound is still okay. I hope the sound was okay. Let's actually have a look at the game. Okay, c6. Knight bd2, bishop e7, b3 castles, bishop b2. I played bishop h7 because I like bishop h7. Rook c1 prepares this battery. Okay, a5, a3, knight bd7, rook c2. And I played queen b8, which is a rare move. I remember preparing this for one game against Serjan Schale at 2400 IM. Yeah, black is slightly better, but what's supposed to be the best move? Wait, can you guys see this? Yes, you can. Okay, so the best move should be rook e8, then queen b6 and bishop d6. The idea behind queen b6 is queen b6, knight c5 with pressure on b3, and then knight g4 with pressure on f2. But queen b8 is also okay. Okay, queen a1, rook c8, knight e5. Let's look at it with the engine. Okay, bishop f8, rook fc1. Now, yeah, this is the crucial point where I took on c4. I should have just moved my rook away from the pin, but I was afraid of the infiltration on c7. So if rook e8 takes... Yeah, probably there's nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing there. I just moved my rook away. Okay. dc4 and white is equal or better. Queen... What? Knight takes d7 and white is +2? Why? Because of bishop c3. Ah. And I cannot defend my a pawn. I have to play a4. This is a nice idea. This actually comes up with colors reversed a lot. Okay. So I have to go a4, he goes b4. Why is this so bad? Let's say I go... Yeah, actually I'm running out of moves, so let's say rook e8. I don't understand why this is so much better. I mean, this is a nice pawn chain, but I wouldn't say it's plus 1.6. Okay, knight e5. Knight c5. Yeah, he should have gone queen a2. On queen a2 I was gonna go a4. a4, ba4, knight a4. And I wanted to disrupt the bishop. And here I thought I was better, but obviously I'm not. This is the position I was looking forward to. Yeah, this knight is pretty good. So I'm gonna have to do something about the knight. Okay, yeah, rook c5 is just bad. Bishop g1. Yeah, he had to go d4. Wait, bishop e7 is bad? Rook d8 is better. But if I go rook d8, what if he plays bishop h6? Ah, then I have bishop d4. Oh, come on. Stupid. Yeah, I have bishop d4. Okay, bishop e7. He had queen e5. Yeah, but now it's over. Rook f8. Okay. It was an interesting game. I didn't understand what was going on at several points, but I'm happy I won. Again, I hope the sound was okay. Let me know if it was okay. See you tomorrow. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye.